quite a lot of what I've been talking about in these videos is how to change the acting out behavior of difficult children, boys and girls. One of the things we've got to consider is that the man and the woman, when there is a father in the home, are to be a team together, and all of us fathers and mothers know this. In an instant, a child that wants their way can triangulate the father and mother, turn them against each other, and it can happen suddenly. Well, we've been talking about the power of a mother's touch, the presence of a woman, and how that is so powerful. There are wives that I have spoken with in my office that have said, we've been married for 10 years. I have seen it 20 years. And the woman will say, I have never had a conversation with my husband beyond 35 seconds. What is it that the woman is saying when she desperately does feel in her deepest of hearts that she's not being listened to, and that a conversation never goes beyond 30 seconds? This is very important, because since the touch of a woman, she is the core of the compassion in the home, her presence is what builds the family, then how that relationship or lack of relationship with woman does affect the whole. So what does this mean when a wife, when a mom gets so frustrated and says she's not listened to? When the man, even the son or daughter, will scratch their wooden head and go, yeah, well, we've been in conversation. Here is something very important. Do you know that it is often that when a woman is upset and is troubled in herself, whatever is her first point may not necessarily be her first point, be her main point. With us men, usually when you're speaking with us and you ask us a question, our first point is the point. And then you ask us more about it and we wonder, well, I've already stated my point. Women, especially in relationship, need to feel listened to. And their first point may not be actually their point. This is a reason. Women need conversation and listening as the vehicle for her to come to realize what's troubling her deep down. With we men, we can be watching a game on television, watching a movie. We tend to want to be left alone, to be alone with our thoughts, so that we search the drawers and cubby holes of our mind to find out what's bothering us. And then when we realize what's bothering us, we come out with it. Oh yes, there are times that we want long conversation to search it out, but most of the time not. But with women in relationship, it is the vehicle of conversation, which is the means by which they come to realize what is troubling them. And there are many of us men that have never seen that process happen, because we grew up with dads that had no clue of this process with our moms. So the point is how to listen to a woman, a wife, in order for her to have the support and strength she needs to mother, and sometimes mother difficult kids. How does a man listen to a woman and realize that her first point, which may seem to mean that she'll say, Are you listening to me? You don't listen to me. So we listen hard to what her point is and then try to fix it in 20 seconds. And we try to fix the wife, the mother's problem right away out of love, but to a woman that feels like she's being told to shut up. Trust me on this, and many, many women are going to agree. This is just the point I'm going to make at this time. And then we'll move on with this in future videos. Fathers, you have to realize that your wife, when she's starting to be upset, she proceeds verbally to try to find what is troubling her on the inside. There is a tendency, most of the time, not all, but most of the time, for the man in himself to want to speak little while he's searching what's troubling him. Wives tend to be very much the opposite of that. They simply cannot be told, go sit down, do not talk about it till you come to realize what's troubling you. Then when you form it in your mind, come to me and tell me what the point is and I'll take care of it. No, she cannot do that. Here is the point, and I'm going to end with this at this time. What's really going on, gentlemen, and I'm going to speak to myself. I often forget myself. The woman is honoring you to make you the one man on the planet to be honored to be in the presence of this, to watch her through the act of speaking from one point to the next, finally come and realize what's troubling her. And if you will not fix it, here's another miracle that you will see take place. And like I say, many of us men have never seen it happen. Not only will the woman finally come to realize what's troubling her, but after doing so, she will come up with a conclusion on how to fix that problem, and how she fixes it will be not only in her interest, but the interest of the family and in the interest of you also, sir. This is such an amazing process, and it happens. But like I said, many of us men have never seen it happen, and wives go on, and thus the mother of our children, and they feel deeply that they've never been listened to and that a conversation has never gone beyond 35 seconds. This is a very real process. We will look at more later.